Hi, I am live. Pillow. Mum needed a reminder. Have you ever left the room and then wonder, oh, where am I going to? How are you? If you are watching the replay, I do a bunch of hellos the first 10 minutes, so you can jump forward or just join in and say hello too. Hi, Laura. All right, I'm just setting up all the devices over here. Hi, Pam. Are you painting tonight, Pam? Hi, Ethel. Is it Ethel? Ethel? Say hello, where you're from, who's painting with you, and what are you drinking? I'm having blue wine again. Look at that. In my pretty glass. Yeah, it's a well-stained one. Hi Frida, looking forward to doing this one on a bigger canvas. Oh joy, yes. This one's nice to do a bit. Sherry, my paint and sip bestie. Welcome, welcome. Just so you guys know, this painting is a lot of fun to do. Oh, Stephanie's having margaritas. Hello from Black Creek. Hi, Susan. Laura. It's just me from Washington. It's not just you. It is the amazing Laura from Washington. There you go. Or is it Washington State? Should I say that right? Just watching tonight. Yes, Ethel. Just finished laying salt in your background. I have Smirnoff Ice. Oh, that's good. My daughter and I from Vancouver, Washington. Welcome, Stephanie and daughter. Edelweiss. Oh, I like that. Yes. I used to have a little jewelry box. Do you remember? You open it up and there's a little ballerina in, and the song on mine was Edelweiss. Edelweiss, yes. Robin, hi, looking forward to this one. Lots of shading. Oh, this one's got lots of shading and blending, and oh, it's so much fun. Thank you for those who are sending stars. I appreciate that. That's very new to me, but I want to get a microphone. I need some good microphones and a good camera, because I don't always, the phone is a little strange. Hi from South Carolina, Megan, hello. Rhiannon from Langley, hello. DJ and Tanisha on deck, hello. Frida, hi T. Yes, Rochelle, I'll post this video. And this one's staying on because it's already on so many platforms. But I wanted to do it in person because I'm going to demonstrate slightly different than the videos that's out there. So this one will be posted. Lucky you guys. Morning, sweetheart from Campbell River, Vancouver Island. What is up with all the stars? It's a new thing with Facebook to help people that do a lot on Facebook, so to help them raise funds for better cameras or better microphones or whatever they want to do that for. So I do a lot of free stuff, and this is a way a lot of people want to send me something or do something for me. So Facebook has this star thing that people send stars to me, and I get a few cents for it. I literally get only a few cents, which is fine, which is good, but every little star helps, so it's pretty neat. That's the stars, and I think it comes up in your comments. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's one way you can support me, and share the videos. That's another way. So share the videos. I'm just on my laptop and my iPad here just to make sure, because some people didn't know how to get in. Just want to check. It's all good. If I miss any questions that you may have, please just repost it. A lot of comments just came up, so my screen is jumping and I'm missing a lot of them. But welcome, welcome. Let me know who's painting with you. What are you drinking? I'm having blue wine again, Speranza from Cavallo Winery. These are really good. Very easy drinking wine. And it's pretty. Isn't it lovely? And no, in case anyone asks, I don't know how they make it blue. I think it's a top secret. If they tell me, they have to shoot me. Hi Frida, looking forward to another Friday Paint and Sip. Hi Rochelle, welcome. Nice to see you again. Who's that? Hedy. Yes, I did the hockey stick and added a jersey for the Jets. Just give my son for his 25th. Oh, it's gone. I don't know what it says. On the 25th, his wedding. Oh, yes, that's awesome. Hi, from Boundary Park area in Surrey. And I'm ready. Oh, wait, it jumps. And I really think you should dye your hair like the like the filter this afternoon. So well, the first time I used that filter, I had the studio in downtown Langley and I was making videos the whole day with the filter, but it looks so real in a lot of the videos. That afternoon, people came to visit me at the studio just to come see my hair. And the disappointment when they arrived and it was still just red. Anyway, I think I should just do it, right?
Just go back to white.
No. Never blonde again. I don't have Amanda Edmonds with me tonight, but I will paint from Calgary. Hi, Tammy. Yes, you've got all of us, Tammy. It's all good. Deb and I are drinking our blue wine tonight. Yay, Sandy, you got to post me a photo. I want to send it to our Cavallo friends. Hi from Shelton, Washington, drinking Marionberry cider. That sounds good. I like any cider, to tell you the truth. No, not any cider. I said that too quickly. Hornby Island, blueberry port. Oh, I love a port too. That's Susan. The name of the wine is Speranza, and it's from Cavallo Winery. If you go to Cavallo Winery and just select where their store is, oh, it glows, the blue. You'll see it. Hello from New West, Minster, drinking rosé. That's Stephanie. That's awesome. I should keep an eye on the time. Oh, we still have 3 minutes. For those who's wondering about paints, if you haven't poured yet, I have some black and white. I have phthalo blue. I have a red here. And I have some yellow. You need very little red because we're mixing a little bit of pink. So you're just going to use a drop with some white. This is just the print of the painting, but it also has a little turquoise in there. So if you have turquoise, you can add that in there. You can let the inner artist come out and add any colors in there. This is the turquoise. This is dollar store paint. So those are great too, if you do want to add some turquoise in there. Hazel Creek character. Cheers. Yes, that's Patricia. Sharia, hi. Painting from Ferrantosh, Alberta. Welcome, welcome. I'm having Coke Zero tonight. I love it, Pam. Still haven't had a Coke Zero in the longest time. I did have Pepsi the other day. Oh, goodness, did I take it too late at night? It kept me up. I'm excited to be here. I'm drinking Bodacious white wine from Winnipeg. Oh, Amber, I love Bodacious. The smooth red, the white. It was the wine I would serve when I had special events at my art studio too. What's up with the cats that wants to paint with you? Oh, Joe. He had to be on my lap. Aw, he loves it. He can probably feel your energy, like, she's doing good. I want to be here with her. Trisha is from Iowa. Just watch the space station go by. Oh, that's amazing. Pam is just watching. Melanie decided to try get past my anxiety tonight. Maybe my wine will help. Oh yes, I call it creativity juice. Is it 8 o'clock? It's 8 o'clock. Are you guys ready to paint? We'll give everyone another 5 minutes to join. What colors do we need? I'll quickly run through the colors. All right, so I have my black and white. Excuse me. Black and white, I have phthalo blue, I have a little bit of red, and I have yellow. If you have ultramarine blue, that's really great for this painting. So ultramarine, I think what was used on there. So mine will be slightly different with the blue color. So if you have ultramarine, that's great. If you just have blue, then just use blue. It doesn't matter. We're gonna have fun with the painting. A great idea if you're wondering what your paint's doing, just take a little bit of blue, a little bit of black, kind of mix it up and see how the colors mix. You can already see how different the colors are. A little bit of white and blue. Got my water. Yes, Sakasha. Oh, thank you, Robin. I love you guys too. I really appreciate everyone showing up. 106 people online right now. Morgan says her daughter is painting with. All right, so it's 8 o'clock. People are logging on. I'm going to run through everything that I have here. So this is what we're painting for those who missed it. It is a painting that was done by Brianna that used to work for me. I used to paint all these and we wanted a Northern Lights. So she jumped on it and created this one. And I think I've painted this one probably, I don't know, 40, 50 times already at events. And make it your own. I'm going to instruct you step by step. I got some messages from people that told me that they are really anxious to do this one. They're not sure. It's a lot of fun. Just don't expect that it's going to look exactly like mine. Just have fun and let your inner artist out. I have a little cup with water here. Brushes, I have my size 12 full bit. I have a large flat, and I have a round or a detail brush. This is a size 5. You can use anything 5, I guess, and smaller would work for the details. I have a cloth over here, and I like to use my sheet palettes. If you have those glossy magazines, they work really great as a palette. So I use this and I just tear it off and throw it out when I'm done. On my palette, I have black and white, phthalo blue, some red, and some yellow. All right. Let's start painting. I think what I am going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of ultramarine next to my phthalo blue. I'm going to use both blues tonight. Mom, would you like some?
No,
You're just going to go.
do the one, yeah.
You're going to do that one? All right. So using my big brush, take a deep breath in. All right. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of paint, and the first thing we're going to do is just draw in the horizon line. Wish me luck, I got an 18 by 24 canvas. Oh, Akasha, you're going to have so much fun. I'm picking up a little bit of blue paint, and the first thing we're going to do is just draw out the horizon. So I'm just pushing down with a brush. Hi, Jackie. And you're going to go about a third up and just do a line here. There you go. That wasn't too bad. If you're painting on a box canvas, this is 1114. Wrap your picture around the side. That really works. Another thing you can do is paint the whole picture and then just paint the edges black if you want to.
It's my line.
There you go. It works. We're going to paint right over it. All right, so we're going to pick up a little bit more blue paint. And this is where the fun starts. So you're going to do a lot of blending. So when I do this, I go really fast. And a lot of people go, you got to slow down. And I can't, because if the canvas dries, then the blending's not going to happen. But I'll talk you through as I go for it. And you just need to go with the blending. You don't want to work in one area and then go up here and then try and come back to the bottom and hope that it would blend, because it's not going to happen. So I do move a little bit faster when I do that, but if you have any questions, just pop them on here and I'll get back to them if you fall behind. You can paint at my pace, or you can just slow it down right after I post the video so you can follow at your own time. All right, so a little bit of blue on my brush. I'm using both the blues today. And I like to have my northern lights kind of hang in the sky like that. And we're literally going to start with this little bit down here. So I'm going to go like this. It's going to go down like that, up like that. And I'm just going to start painting in some blue here. Still using my big brush, and I'm holding it flat as I drag it out. And I'm going to start picking up a little bit of black paint. I mean, very little black paint. If there's, the black paint goes really far and you just need very little black paint. If you put your brush down and it's too much black paint, use a paper towel or your rag, wipe it off, and then just go on with the blue. Carly, this video is going to stay. It will stay up because it is a public video. So this one will stay up for you to do anytime. So I'm going to start working in the blue in here, the black with the blue, and you can see how it starts blending together. You keep moving your brush and these colors are blending together. I want a little bit more blue. You want to darker at this line and a little bit lighter at the top. So we're going to do this like that. Paint it all in. A little bit of blue, a little bit of black. It's darker here and it's going to go lighter and lighter. Just a wee bit of black, not too much. Maybe a little black on this side. You see what the black's doing? It's just changing the color of my blue. I'm going to wipe my brush, so I am not going to wash it. Just going to wipe it on my towel and start picking up some white paint. So you can see the blue in there. It's just wiped. Picking up some, oh sorry, I just wiped it. You can see all the blue, and I'm picking up some white paint. Push down with the brush like that. We don't scoop paint, because if you scoop, it flies everywhere. I kind of push down so it goes in between the bristles. And then you're going to go right above this line. You're going to put that paint down there, and you're going to do a little bit of a blending. You see what I did? See the line here? And I'm working my way into the blue. Just keep moving your brush. Remember to breathe. See how I'm blending it into the lighter blue, into the darker blue. Again, I'm going to wipe my brush, pick up a little bit more white. I want this area to be much lighter. I'm also not pushing down with my brush. It is a very, so not a lot of pressure, really light. I'm putting this down because I want to apply the white paint, but I don't want all this blue that's on here to get in there. If I do want a little bit more blue paint, I just push down a little harder. Show you what's happening there. Can you see what's happening? Very softly going in. Over here, I'm dragging it in between these lines. You don't need a lot of paint. If you look at my canvas, there's not a lot of paint. So if you have thick layers of paint, scoop some of that paint off. You really want a thin layer of paint here. We're going to come and add the pink and the blue and the green on top of this. Yes, Linda, it will be there for you. All right, so this is quite light over here. And from here on, you're going to pick up a little bit of blue, go a little bit darker. So I'm picking up a little bit of blue over here on my brush in between the white. I'm going to add a little bit of blue here. Wiping my brush, picking up more white. And this is what you're going to keep doing. You're going to blend it in. You see the streaks? What's happening? That is the streaks that you see here. So the white is where you see the colors. We're going to add the colors later. And then you have the blue in between. So this is what you're painting. You're going to paint these little darker areas in with the white in between. Don't go paint. You can try it, but I've learned over the years, like if you go and paint in all the dark areas and then go with the white in between, you might not have that easy blending. So I like to work like from the bottom, work my way up, add a little bit of darker color up in here, very little. I literally using up just what I put out here earlier. So I just go like that. It still has white on there. Do a little bit. Wipe my brush, a little bit more white. Go above that. So that's going to be my darker area like you see it there. You can add in a little bit of black just to give it that gray kind of look. A little bit more evening sky. Just keep blending. Remember to breathe. It's all good. It's just painting. Not a lot of paint, very little paint. Might have to take a sip in between. Kirsten, this video will stay up for you. So you can go do it anytime. Oh, I'm going quite dark over here. If you have, see the line over here? A very hard line. I want it much softer. I need a blend in between. So I'm using my brush. I wiped it clean just in between the two. I'm going to blend in between the two. It's not a lot of paint. You can see that I don't have a lot of paint on there. Very little paint. You don't need a lot of paint. And what I like to do is in this corner, much darker, and up there, much darker. Can't say this enough, very little paint. And it's okay if yours doesn't look like mine. If you want to do your Northern Lights slightly different, it's your painting. You can have some fun with it. Just keep moving your brush. Keep blending. The areas where I have the lighter blue or the darker blue that you see over here, when I'm going to start adding my yellow on there, those are going to be more green. So if you really like the green in there, then you want a little bit more blue. So this whole area here could be quite green when I add my yellow on top of that. So I don't really mix up a green. Sometimes I do if I don't get the green I want, but in most cases just by going yellow on top, I have a beautiful green color. And I think that painting was done with some dollar store paints, and now I'm using a student grade acrylic, so it's not, I know by now it's not going to look exactly like that one. And every time I paint, a little bit of my mood shows up, which I'm okay with. Sometimes it's a really good mood, right? What's the reason for the very little paint? Much easier to blend. If you have so much paint on there, when you want to bring all these colors together, the blending's not going to happen. That it's really hard to blend with a lot of paint. So using very little, I find it much easier to blend it together. You're just moving the little bit of paint that there is around. I got too much white here. So I put white down at the bottom, at the top here, and I want some black. So I'm just going to use my rag. It's a wet rag. I'm just going to wipe that up. And I'm going to go in with some black and blue up there. Keep those curves in your brush strokes. Keep going round and round and be loose. Hi, Janine. Did you give your dad a big hug and say thank you for helping you with that beautiful painting of the nest and the branches? I absolutely loved it when I saw it. Yes, this one is. This one is nice and easy. Is your mum still painting? Yes, mum's over here. Do you guys want to see her painting?
No.
Oh, she's not cheering tonight.
Not now. Later.
K-Dog. Happy Friday, Frida. Hey, K-Dog. Are you painting or just watching? I think I saw you say just watching. Hope you're having a good Friday and enjoying your purple room. All right, I think I'm done with my sky. I'm going to add a little bit of stars in there, and then we're going to do some colors. But first, when you're done with your sky like that, you're going to turn your canvas upside down. And then you're going to do the same thing in the water up here. See that? So I'm going to do that up here. The reason why I turn my canvas upside down is because of this space over here, the easel over here. It's just easier for me to look at this. So pretty, I know. This one is such a cute painting. Just listening tonight, I'm putting my new bed together tonight. You're getting like a whole new bedroom makeover over there. That's so awesome. All right, so same thing, lots of movement, lots of blending, but you're just going to do this area here. So it's a reflection of this one, so it's just going to go like that. There you go. So it's just that on this side. So I'm going to make this much darker, and then this is going to be lighter, and I'm going to add some color in here a little later. I'm just hoping a Coke Zero tonight. You're just having a Coke Zero tonight, Pam? That's good. Akasha's just having water tonight. That's a little dark. Just keep blending. I absolutely love working with my big brush, holding it horizontally. Although this is a big area, if I go this way, it's too of a bigger area. It's like less playtime. So holding it this way, I have smaller lines, so I can play a little bit more with the colors. See, I absolutely love just to do little bits at a time like this, especially on this painting, instead of having it this way and then you're covering such a big area. So I like working with my big brush, but horizontally like that. I regret this big canvas. So I'm sorry. I love painting big because you really got like big movements. Excuse me. Hi, Beth. Yes, this one will be posted right after. Right after. You'll see it there for you. I'm just bringing a little bit of blue in here, and now I'm going to go with the white and blend all this together. Still not too much paint. I could probably finish the whole thing with this paint here. You guys remembering to breathe? Are you breathing, Mum?
No, I can't do this.
You can't do it? Let me have a look.
Boja. Hjälp mig.
See? Oh no, it's all good. Come with me. I'll show you one thing. Hold on. Took forever to find you tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. Guess my Facebook is too full. Oh, Karen, I guess.
Okay.
So use the clean dry brush. Clean dry brush. And in between the two lines here, just move it here like that. See how it gives you a softer blend? Just like that. And wipe it again. And then move it again. So you just have a softer line. Hierdie is bietjie droog. Hy gaan nie daar blend nie. O, hy gaan. Druk hom maar net so bietjie. En vee heeltyd die brush af.
Ja.
So wipe it and then go and then wipe and go. Are you going to paint with Karen? You can always jump in and paint along, but I'm going to post it right now, right after, so you can always find it there. I'm all shiny tonight, gee. You guys having fun yet? Isn't this fun to do? Thank you for all the love on the screen there. I can see it and I appreciate it. Okay, so I'll quickly tell you. So the first thing you're going to do is draw your horizon line. You're going to draw, so use a little bit of blue. I've got phthalo blue and ultramarine. I forgot the name, those two. And you're going to do a little line like that. And then to keep the same bit of blue that on your brush, you're going to do a curved line here, like this. And then paint all of this blue. Wipe your brush, you don't need to wash it. And then pick up some white paint and go right above the line. And then start blending in. You've done a lot of blending. So then start blending into this way, working your way down. And go a little bit higher. And then every now and then pick up a little bit of blue and blend that in. And then take it all the way to the top. And I like to make the top a little bit darker. But you're going to play with blue and white and a little bit of black. But very little paint. So Karen, just little bits of paint and just keep working it. There's very little paint on here and just drag it out. And you don't need water. A lot of people think that they need water to do the blending. If it's slightly dry, you can use a damp brush, but not like a lot of water on your brush. Hello, Anita. Karen, and I'm too late to paint, but thankful for watching. This is amazing. Thankful to watch. Oh, Karen, you're most welcome. And I'm posting it, so you can always try it right after. It's all good. Running out of blue. Oh, Jackie. Just go darker. Do some black, like grayish sky. I'm going to give this another 2 or 3 minutes, or 5 minutes maybe. I know that this takes a little bit of time to do. And then we'll do the next step. For those who are ready, you can do some stars. My daughter loves your cloth. Oh, thank you, Morgan. Thanks for letting me know. I know. Ethel says she loves that it looks like a abstract at this point. You won't believe how many people have come into my studio, got here and say, I don't think I want to add anything else. And then there's people that only did the trees. They never did all the bright colors because they loved what their color came out as. And others redid theirs with just black and white. Like as you're painting, you feel like, oh, I kind of like this. I'm just going to stay here. It's up to you. It's your painting. But it's neat that people now have the supplies at their house. They're doing it at their own place, so they can do this one, and then tomorrow they do it slightly different, and it's so neat. For doing stars, I like to use... Oh, Vidula, thank you for... Yes, it does, right? I use my toothbrush. Well, not mine. I mean, an old toothbrush to do the stars. I wouldn't use mine. When you do stars using a brush, you want to get some paint on there. I'll talk about how much in a minute, but you want to hold back the bristles like that. So this is your canvas, and you're going to flick the hair like that with paint. So you don't want too much paint on there because that's when you get the little streaks. So to get it on here, I'm going to wet my toothbrush. A little bit wet. I'm shaking off the big drops. I'm taking a little bit of white paint. See, I got some white paint here, and I'm rolling my brush in there. I don't want too much. Can you see how little is on there? And you're gonna get a little paint on you. And then I just flick my brush like this, and I'm putting some stars on there. And I do it everywhere. As many as you want. Isn't that cool? And I also do it down at the bottom. I do it everywhere. And in on my clothes. Wash it off, dry it. If you have one of these hard bristle brushes, these were great to do it with. Same thing, just kind of pull it back. I have also done it with this one. The only thing is you want to make sure that it's dry. Put the paint on, loosen up the bristles a few times like this first, and then you can go and flick a little bit harder. But when you have a softer bristle brush, it's not that easy to do stars. And then of course the back end of a brush. So you take the back end of your brush, dunk it into the paint, into the white, and then you can go do a few bigger stars here and there. I just do the bigger ones in the really darker area, and I'm just going to do them at the top. Just a few big ones. There we go. Stars are all done. Just watching tonight. I hope to paint tomorrow. Awesome, Tanya. Don't forget to breathe and take a sip every now and then. Is it better, Mum?
No.
Nope.
No.
Just keep blending. Just keep working with it. It's all good. Thanks for all the love on the screen here. I love those hearts coming through. So what do you guys up to this weekend? We'll do the same thing. If I have about 8 to 10 readies, I'll move on to the next step. Plan to paint this weekend. That's awesome, Mary. Yes. Love this painting, so beautiful. Thank you, Rhiannon. It is neat, right? I love teaching this one because it's so much easier than it looks. And people really enjoy the blending. If you want to practice blending, this is your painting. Like, so much fun to do. Driving practice to get a license. Oh, that's awesome. Shreya, oh my gosh. I drove for years in South Africa, and then I immigrated to Canada, and they failed me on my driver's license, but I was so anxious. I kept messing up. It was funny. I had to go back and do it. Holy, I'm actually ready. With your big canvas, Akasha. We got lots of ready. Painting and then going to a peach festival. Oh, Morgan, whereabouts the peach festival? That sounds amazing. We got 1, 2, 3 readies, 4 readies. So we'll need a few more. I might paint this weekend. Yes, Pam. That would be awesome, right? Butterfly kiss is hard. Just keep blending, Joe. In Illinois. Oh, that's so cool. I have failed too, right? It was so strange. I was doing 30. Oh, sorry. I was doing 30 in a residential area, but I saw someone with a stroller. And so I slowed down, and he goes, this is a 50 zone. You got to speed up. I said, but I saw someone with a stroller, and there was a little one running. So of course I get scared, and I slow down. And he goes, but this is a 50 zone. Anyway, and then we argued, and I think that's when I lost it, because I should have just kept my mouth shut and kept driving. Okay, you guys are ready to go on. Yes, you're gonna love the colors. All right, let's do colors. So we're gonna use I like to use a smaller brush when I do that. And you're gonna start blending in the colors, and a little bit at a time again. And again, very little paint. When I go with my yellow on top of where the blue is, I'll have a little bit of green because my yellow is translucent. So you know the paint that you have there. If it's a little bit of see-through, it's easy because you're just going to paint it in here, and wherever you have the blue, it will appear a little bit green. If you don't have a paint, so if you're using craft paints, and a lot of these paints, the dollar store, the deco art paint, they are very opaque, so you're not going to get the green that I'll get when I use my yellow. So then mix up your green. And you're just going to drag it out very lightly with your brush. It's not a lot of pressure, and you're just going to paint it in. And here and there, I pick up a little bit of water just to drag it out. So we're just layering the paint, or what's the word? Glazing, I guess. Is that the word? Yes. But you're just adding little bits of color on top of it. I love it. Jocelyn says she missed the first few minutes. She's just faking it. So I'm going to use my yellow first, and I'm going to start adding in some yellow here and there. My small or my filbert brush, taking a little bit of yellow, very little on my brush there, and I'm going to start brushing it in here. It is not a lot of pressure. It's very lightly that I'm going to start adding it in here. If you find, so I find that this yellow is really bright, so I am picking up a little bit of white and just going on top of that, making it a little bit more lighter, using a little bit of water and just dragging it out. Can you see the green that I'm getting? There we go. You're adding color, little bits of color. Some areas it's going to be a little bit more dense with colors, other areas not that dense. It's all about what you like. So it's just starting color. Again, not a lot of paint. You can see how little I picked up with a little bit of water, and I keep dragging it out. I'm going to use a little bit of water and just drag this out to the top here. You can use a little bit of white if you want to make it lighter. Just remember, white is opaque. So you might lose some of the blue, and then you'll have to add blue to it. Can I do the star after doing the bright colors? You sure can. Yes, Jackie, you can. Yes, my paint is also dry. My paint's also dry. Who was that? Melanie, you're just painting it on top. I'm just painting on top using a little bit of water to drag it out. So it's not really a blending as in two colors that's coming together to make another color. So I'm not doing that. It's just painting on top with a little bits of color. So I have my red on here, but I'm going to add a little bit of white to give me a pink. And I'll start adding that in there too. And wherever my white and my yellow comes together, I'll have a little bit of an orange color, which I'm completely fine with. And again, very little paint. Can you see how little paint I have on there? And I'm just dragging this out. So I like to play between the two colors and just start adding it in. That's what it looks like. A little bit of water. Remember to breathe. I'll keep bringing it closer so you guys. So this is really sitting right on top of that. I might not add more color here, maybe more yellow this side, and I think I'll drag some yellow and maybe some pink right in the middle there. Just keep playing with the colors. Take it slow, you don't have to rush. Take a little bit of paint and then a little bit of water and just keep going. I don't often paint with water and acrylic paints like this, but with this painting I do. Very little water. You don't want water running down your canvas. So if you hold your brush and you can see a drop there, if you're going to put that on your canvas, the water is going to run and it lifts the paint over here. If that happens, get your dryer, dry your canvas, and then you have to repaint that in. But so little water. And don't try and keep up with me. Take your time. I love all the love. Thank you so much. Who's sending me all this love? I just see, Mom, I see all these hearts on my screen. It's so neat. It is so neat. You guys are amazing. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. My mom's not breathing. Let me know how you guys are doing. If you're finding that you're not getting enough green in there, you can just use a little bit of blue with your yellow to mix the green, or just grab green paint if you have some and add it in there.
Yellow and blue.
Yellow and blue, yes. I mixed a little bit. Oh, thank you, Pam. Pam says she's sending me hearts. I love it. Oh, K-Dog, I love you guys too. That drink looks interesting. Oh, my blue drink. This is blue wine. It's very similar to a rosé. Well, I think so. He's probably going, no, Frida, it's not a rosé, or not like a rosé. But I really like it. It's an easy drinking, good tasting blue wine. They should pay me for this. What do you guys think? I'm slurping. It's called Speranza. Sandy, is it Speranza on the bottle? I know you guys have a bottle there. Speranza, and it's from Cavallo Winery. Right here in Surrey. Literally 8 minutes drive from my house. It's so cool. Oh, Patricia, that's awesome. Yes, it's really good. Give it a try. And then when you've done the top, you can do the bottom too with some colors. I want some yellow up here too. And don't be too hard on yourself to make the bottom and the top match up. But the only one that notices is you. And my husband would notice on my painting. They say, you're your worst critic. I'm like, no, my husband's my worst critic, but I love him dearly. This wine is really good, right? And it's called Speranza, right, Sandy? I don't know why I can't remember. Speranza. A little bit of water, a little bit of paint, but I do squeeze out a lot of water. I just have a really damp brush, but it's not going to run down my canvas. That's all I'm going to do over here. Oh, I got it right. Yes, it's called Speranza. There you go. Sending you love from Whitley Island. Thank you, Elise. Does your hubby ever paint with you? I always dread that question. No, he doesn't. He has painted. But he's a fisherman. He goes out fishing. He's got his boat. I used to be only at the studio, but we are doing a painting together. I have a huge canvas here, and me and him, we're gonna paint a big salmon, like a really red, deep red salmon, maybe two, on a huge canvas. So he'll be painting with me soon, but not much. I think he's painted with me maybe 3 or 4 times in the last 11 years. He's got his things and I got my things, right? It's called Speranza. Oh, can't wait to see. I know, it's going to be beautiful. And then he found another photo with a salmon that's kind of swimming, but it's like turning around, or I don't know, but the whole body is curved and the water is beautiful. So we'll be doing a lot of this, a lot of blending in there, and he wants to do that, so that's after this one. I had a target to make when I started the online business and the membership, and he said, well, if you get here, then I'll paint, we'll do the painting together. Oh, before I even got there, he says, I can't wait to do the painting. So we're gonna do it because I did make my target, so it's good. But he's a mechanical designer, or he's a mechanical guy, so he designs conveyor belts and that kind of stuff. And he used to work in the mining industry in South Africa, so the security systems for the diamond mines, or the conveyor belts and all that. But anyway, so it's very technical. When I once painted a penny farthing, a bicycle, he came up and he says, Frida, that bike won't ride. I'm like, it's not supposed to, it's just a picture. So funny. So I need some, we're ready to move on because it's almost tree time. You're gonna love it. It's much easier than it looks. It's all good. Congrats on your target. Thank you, thank you. Yes. Love this one. We'll have to give it a go. Yes, Debbie, you're gonna love painting it. And this one is really neat. If you can get your hands on a 2x4 piece of wood, like to do a stretch out piece like this is such a beautiful painting. Or one of those longer canvases, so much fun. And if you're painting with family, to kind of make them all line up, and you take your Northern Lights to just continue, so neat. Achieved, yes. All right, we got one ready. Akasha, she's ready. Anne is ready. Oh, you guys are so ready for the trees. You know what that means when we paint happy trees? We're gonna play a little Bob Ross. You gotta turn your canvas upside down to when we do the trees. We're gonna do these ones first, and then we're gonna move to the bigger trees. You got 3 readies. Can I see? Oh, I like it. Can I show? Oh my gosh, that looks good. Can I show, please? It looks really good. So my mom, because my mom's doing this thing where she's comparing hers to mine, which she shouldn't do, but I want to show you her painting. This is mom's painting. Isn't that gorgeous? So this is where mom is. Like, I can see the water and the sky, and I think it's neat. Debbie is my sis-in-law. Oh, Jackie, that's awesome. Hey, you guys should paint together. Or you virtually painting together. Oh, we got lots of readies. You guys know what happened when we paint happy trees? To let my inner Bob Ross come out, I have a little help.
Look out.
Oh, maybe just hold my... How's that? I know a lot of you like this hair color on me. Is this good? Bring out my Bob Ross. Yes, beautiful, Mom. Yes, great job, Mom's painting. See, they say they love it, Mom.
Oh, thank you.
All right, everyone's ready for the trees. Okay, let's do trees. You guys like my wig? This is cool, right? My mom says she's gonna wear one at the airport when she goes home. I love that your mom paints with you. You're so lucky to have her with you. Her paints are beautiful. Tracy, you have no idea how happy I am she's here. I dread the day that she gets on the plane to fly back. Right, Mom?
Yeah. I don't know when it's gonna be.
I don't know. Ah. Haha, Bob Ross. Perfect. Yay, Bob Ross wigs. Oh, Mum, they love your painting. Amber says she loves the painting. It looks great. All right, let's do some trees. I saw a lot of reddies. So what we're going to do is, I normally do these trees that's in the reflection first, because not everyone's trees, as you learn to paint trees, those first ones aren't the greatest. So we'll have them in the reflection, right? And then we'll turn the canvas upside down, and then we'll do the taller trees. So when you look at this, your reflection, there's some darker areas, and then there's some trees over here. So we're going to do it this way. You're going to do this part first. So I'm going to leave that upside down. My canvas is upside down, and we're going to do a few trees. I use my full bit brush. And you're going to do a line first. I'm going to show you on a sheet here first. What brush? This one. Your full bit. If you have a full bit, or you can have a flat. Oh, I only have an angled one. But if you have a flat, that works too. But if you do have a full bit, they work really great for the trees that I do. See, Mom, I'm still getting compliments that your painting's great. All right, so when I do my trees, I do a line down. I'm going to do it a little bigger because my hand is shaking today. So you do a line down. So this is the horizon. And trees are going to be smaller at the top, bigger at the bottom. And you're just going to do dabbing with your brush. So dab, dab, like that. The center is more dense. And then you're going to go wider as, oh, that's too wide. You want to go wider, smaller at the top, wider at the bottom. So dab, dab, dab. The center is always more dense. So I do a lot of dabbing here. And then I start going out, dab, dab, dab. Start going out a little bit. Dab, dab, dab. And then go wider and wider. That's what you want to do. That's really crooked, but I'm holding it up. So line down, even with a full bit brush. I'm going to show you with another brush too. Dab, dab, dab at the top, and then start going wider. And I'm just kind of dragging it out. Try not to make it match to have exactly the same on both sides. That's one way of doing it with my full bit. Oops, that was close. Oh, beautiful tree. I like it. This is my small round brush. If you don't have a full bit, you can also just do, so this is my round brush, do a line down, and then I'm just kind of playing with my brush like this. So zigzag like that. And then I go a little wider, a little wider. The center is always more dense, and then I go out. But that's how you can do your trees. My bottom is still super, yeah, you can use a dryer or just hold on a little bit. If you want, you can play somewhere else with the trees or just start doing the top trees if the bottom is still too wet. You look funny with your wig on. Oh, Pam, I know. Who's laughing? Who's that? Jenna, I saw what you did there. Oh, that's funny. All right, so I'm going to do some trees. They're a little bit lower here, and then I'm going to go higher on that side. Do a line down, and then I'm just going to start dabbing. Dab, 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 dab. Start going wider and wider. And then when I get to the bottom, I'm kind of just rubbing my brush to have a little bit of shading down there. Can you see how I just rub? I don't know if you can see in the light. Bob Ross would be happy with it. Black. Joe, the trees are all black. You're rocking the wig well, thank you. You guys are funny. Dab, dab, dab. More dense. More dense in the center, and then goes wider and wider. My boys and girls are welcome back to the joy of painting. There you go, James. Giving my tree a lot of friends. Every tree needs a friend. What else does Bob Ross says a lot, or in a lot of her videos? Every day is a good day when you can paint, right? I'm having some pretty good days these days. Oh, I'll be on the island next week. Color, I got that. I'm doing some really tiny ones here and just barely touching. They don't even look like trees. It's just the idea of a tree. Look at that. Here, I'm just gonna make this much darker and then do some trees on this side too. See how I'm rubbing my brush, just making it a little bit darker down at the bottom? That's what you want to do. And when you're done, you do the same thing on the other side, but here, a little bit more detail. See all the tiny trees in between there? I don't know if you guys can see it. Just little dabs with a brush. I'll show you on the white sheet of paper because it can be hard to see. Oh, it looks good on the camera. No, you can see it. Shut the front door, you're coming to the island. Where? I'm coming to Bowser. My friend, oh, I missed that now. I think it's Bowser. My husband just asked me before I came down, and I said, sure, let's do it. That's where we're going. All right, so do a tree when you do the top trees, they'll be much taller. You don't have to go all the way to the top, but they're a little bit taller than the ones at the bottom here. So this is that one there, so I'm just going to go, so that's about up to there, so I'm just going to go a little bit higher and then start doing it here. They don't have to match exactly. So I do a lot of dabbing in the center, and then I go wider and wider. And I like to kind of rub with the brush down at the bottom. I'm going to do this one. Dab, 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 go a little wider. Oh, that one looks like a scary dress. You guys breathing? Are you going to paint next week? Yes, so I'll still do Tuesday and I'll still be live, but I guess when I'm live I might do it from the beach. I don't know. Or from the patio. It's a me, Mario. Tuesday for you guys, yes. And I guess it's Wednesday afternoon for Western Australia, right, Janine? So when you're doing the top trees, in between, I take my brush and I just do little dabs with a brush like this, just to kind of fill it up. There's trees back there, but I do it vertically like that, just dabs with a brush. So you're just gonna go dab, dab, dab. Just the idea of some trees. I'm gonna do that one a little bigger, but just kind of dabs like this, just to fill up the spaces in between. And you want to get rid of all the white back there because it would be pretty dark out there. You breathing, Mom?
Yeah.
Are you guys breathing? I live in Toronto. It is like 12 a.m. Oh my goodness. So it's good morning, Monica, because it's midnight, right? Yes, mornings. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry it's raining. It's so warm here. It's been quite sunny today. It started off cloudy and the weather turned out really neat today. It was really good. My trees are so slanted. Tomorrow I'm painting with some friends in the garden. I got a few friends coming to paint in my garden tomorrow. Am I going too fast? I'm gonna post the video right after Harsh, so you'll be able to, when I post the video, you'll be able to go back to where you are. Well done, Mum. So what I do is I just fill up a little bit with black here, Mum. Like just kind of fill up a little bit.
On the bottom.
We've been in a heat wave, 105 to 106 the last several days. Oh my goodness. I have a sip when you remind us to breathe. I hope you go live from the beach. I have the perfect wine. Oh, yay, Amber. Patricia, where are you? She says it's 12 p.m. and 84 degrees. 84%. 8.4. Oh, I can't see the screen. It's like weird. Sorry for the face pulling. What happens if you sleep too much and you paint your trees upside down? I would love to know. Are you going to show us, Jody? Algelo been raining for like 2 weeks. Oh my goodness. Slept too much. You know, I always joke, Akasha, that when it starts raining over here, it starts in November. My birthday is November, so I always say it rains from my birthday all the way to March. But it hasn't been like that the last little bit. We're almost done, guys. After the trees, there's one step and then we're done. Or maybe 2 steps. 2 little things. One little thing to paint and... it's the moon and the reflection on the water.
I can see the moon.
Yeah, it's tiny. It's in there. Do you guys notice the moon in there? Look at that. That's the moon. There's a little moon in there. Tammy is done. Wonderful. If you sip too much, wishing you a good night. Have a good weekend. You too, Janine. Ohio. Nancy, it's also in my Facebook group, and this one's gonna stay on here. This one has been online for about a year, but I wanted to do it live, so you'll find it just in the Facebook feed tomorrow and whenever. So I really filled up my background here with little trees. You can even do little lines up in between. I really fill it up over here, right down on the horizon line. Give your brush a good wash. Do we do some sort of line on the horizon or leave it blended? So currently mine is all black, but I do bring it back with some white. You see over there? And that is the next step. So you're going to use, I like using my flat, it's my filbert brush, and I turn it horizontal like that, and then I do a thin line with that. And that's just with a little bit of blue paint, white paint. Actually do put a little bit of blue so it's not too white. Oh.
Just a little bit for the line.
There you go.
Thank you.
And then I'm bringing back a horizon line using my, this is my filbert. If you have a horizontal, a flat brush, that would work. And I just bring back a little line. It doesn't have to be straight. It's not gonna have the same thickness everywhere. Barely touching, you get a thin line. If you're doing a line and it's too thick and you're like, I can't do thin lines, do a thick line. And then let it dry, and then use black and go and cancel out some of the white. So sometimes it's hard to do thin lines. Some people find it easy, some people don't. But it being on a black, do your line, whatever it is, and then just use some black to cancel out. It really works well to do it that way. Is that Robin? Hi, Robin. And I'm just dragging it out like that. And then you're going to do some blue, some black, just little lines in the water. So there's these little waves, little highlights on the water, and you do them at the bottom right through your trees. So this is water, right? That's just a reflection. I do them in white first, then I do them in light blue, and I do some in black. And you'll see that they're everywhere. So there's some, see all the blue lines, some black ones. And that makes this look like water. I'm grabbing some blue and white, and I'm just doing some in between. I'll bring it closer so you can see. If you have your camera with you, just take a photo of your painting where you are right now. I love having a look at your, telling people to take a photo. If you have a mirror close by, just lift your painting and kind of look at the reflection in the mirror. You see your painting very different than while you're working on it. See how this is looking more and more like water because of the lines that's on there. And I'm doing some really dark ones in between. Those are normally I do a little bit thinner and not that many in between. I might go back and do a few more white ones. Or light blue. Barely touching. I'm using my finger here to kind of hold me back. There you go. Working on my Frida, redoing her at home. That's awesome, Robin. My trees are interesting. I can't wait to see them. I love the Frida painting, Robin. I have to show it now that you mentioned it. Aren't these cute? This is my Frida Kahlo paintings that Robin is talking about. Look at these. How cool is these? How cool are these? Look at that. They're just done on paper, and I think I've done probably another 10 of those. Is that too many? Are you asking about the lines on my water, Brenda? Oh, that looks good, Mum. Oh my gosh, look at you. I got a show now. To paint in the moon, over here, just a little white circle. It doesn't have to be bright white. I use a little white, thinned out white paint. So just water and white paint just to have that highlight in there. There we go. And I'm just going to paint in a little moon right there. I don't know if you guys can see it in the light. Just go round and round. Here's my little moon, not too much. I took a little bit of water, a little bit of white paint, and just rubbed it in there. I still want all those colors to show up. Just want to make the center a little bit more solid. There we go. Here's my little moon. And that is your painting for tonight. Was that fun? Not sure how to share the pic. Oh, you can do it right after. Just go into the comments or on the timeline of the Facebook page. Can I see? Can I show?
The moon.
Oh, yes, that's good. Yeah. Unless you want it brighter, you can make it more white. How's that, Mum's painting? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Was it stressful?
It's stressful.
Mum's stressed. I'm going to give her a massage. That was really fun. Thank you. You are most welcome. Loved this. I'm glad you liked it or loved it. Anyway, so I will see you guys on Tuesday at 6 p.m. We're doing this soccer painting. Yes, can you pass me the soccer painting, Mom? Right on the table at the end there. So I'll show you Tuesday night on the table, the soccer ball. And then Friday night we're doing the 2 feet. There you go. On the wall. You hung them. And this is Friday night's painting. Look at these. Isn't that cute? And we got some hairy toes for him. So these are 2 paintings for Friday night. And you can connect them. Little date night. Or have all your girlfriends with your toes. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Right after this, I post a photo right here with me and everything. And I'd love if you could share your photos. So go into the comments and post your photos. If you want to do a lovely review, if you had a good time, I'd love to hear from you. So please do a review on Facebook. If anyone wants information on the Family Paint Night membership, I'll also post that into the photo. Yeah, I'll see you guys Tuesday night. Good night.